What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the Honeystead. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee. I'm a beekeeper, herbalist, homemaker. I do a lot and I don't exactly have one specific niche that I take the camera with me and share with you guys. So just putting that out there because yeah, I hop around. Lately, the last couple of videos have all been beekeeping related because we are in the season. But I figured today we're gonna let's slow down and just take the day and kind of share with you guys some of the other things that I do, since there's a lot. So come on, we gotta go collect the eggs real quick, and I get to share with you what we are gonna be doing very soon. Okay, I'll come back, let you finish laying. Well, this little girl is occupying the nesting box. Let's head into the greenhouse and get away from these gnats. Since April is Earth Month, I wanted to share an opportunity with you from Birch Living. Now, if you guys have been following my story for the last couple of, I think we're going on about 7 months since my husband and I decided to get rid of our mattress, because that was 100% one of the reasons why I was starting to not feel very great. You know, I was waking up multiple times a night. I was not sleeping very sound, and that's where I decided to go in and start researching, and we wanted to pick a mattress that was not only comfortable but also offered less of an impact on our environment. So I decided to go with Birch Living. Now, Birch Living is GOTS and Green Guard Gold certified, meaning they create a mattress made from organic material. This is a mattress made from 100% organic wool, which I know sounds crazy, but it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. It's not made from any polyurethanes, so it reduces the amount of off-gassing or toxins that we are actually sleeping on. 100% organic wool. I know somebody would probably be like, are you sweaty at night? But it actually really regulates our body temperature. My husband is the hot sleeper, I'm the cool sleeper, and even him, he's like, no, he sleeps sound and fine, which ultimately does result in me sleeping a little bit better as well. Now, if you're in the market and are worried about buying a mattress and having it shipped to your door and trialing it, and what if you don't like it, Birch offers a 100-night free sleep trial as well as a 25-year warranty. It was super convenient to just hop on my computer, order the mattress that we wanted. It came shipped to our door in a box. I unboxed it, and I did absolutely flip the mattress upside down on accident and had to flip it over. But it came, opened it up. As soon as I flipped it upright, it has been a great mattress for my husband and I to sleep on. Super comfortable, and we never had to worry about that 100-night free sleep trial because we agreed within about the first week of us having that mattress that was it for us, and my husband and I will never go back to a traditional mattress made from springs or one with harsh chemicals and polyurethane foam. If you guys are looking to upgrade your mattress, I have a 20% off coupon that I get to share with you guys, and it also comes with 2 free Eco Rest pillows. I'll put the link down below as well as in the description, but this is a perfect time of year to celebrate Earth Month, do some spring cleaning, and start fresh with a nice comfy mattress. And I do want to say a special thanks to Birch Living for sponsoring this video. It has definitely been by far my favorite mattress that I have had in my entire life. Now come check out some of my seeds, and hopefully my girl has decided to lay so we can go collect those eggs. Look at my baby eucalyptus. I'm excited about having some eucalyptus this year. I want to definitely snip some and hang it in our shower, especially when we are congested. And not only that, it smells amazing, and all of those volatile oils from the eucalyptus when you're taking a shower, it's gonna be so fresh. Yeah, this is looking a little bit pitiful. Something is coming in here and nibbling on my ashwagandha, but I'm due to water today. So I'll be coming in here and doing that, and I am not sure what little buggy is enjoying my ashwagandha as a snack. I did sow more just in case, and those I just did the other day, so nothing has popped up yet. Now for ashwagandha, we are technically not in that grow zone. If you caught my last seed video, I kind of shared with you my plan. I'm actually going to keep ashwagandha, a few plants in here, transplant them in the grow bags to see if I can keep them all year round, but our winters just don't do it. So my plan is I'm gonna go plant some, harvest what I need. The root primarily is what you wanna harvest, but you can also use the berries as well as the leaves. So yes, soon I will transplant, and I'm gonna see if we can keep it growing in here all year round. I might have to assist in the pollinating, or what I might do is actually I'll probably just put it in a pot and then transplant it, bring it in here come this fall. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have it in a pot, put it outside, and then come this fall bring it in here and see if we can keep it alive in the winter time. Ooh, very excited about this one. I've got some Codonopsis, and then I've got some King of Bitters that is growing, which is Angiographis. That's a good one to read about. Then I've got some Mugwort that I'm going to transplant, and some Stinging Nettles. Look at the little baby. So fun. And I've got a few Meadowsweet popping up, not too many. And then some lemongrass, which I very much love lemongrass. And back here, I've got some astragalus, some self-heal, fenugreek, and then I did go ahead and restart all of my chamomile. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong, but that's okay. We got some German chamomile. But these definitely are looking sad. I do need to water them or get them transplanted, especially that fenugreek. That's coming. I need to take care of that very soon. This one got forgotten. I don't know what the girls planted here. We're gonna find out. And this is gonna be a surprise plant because I don't know where the label has gone. The only thing I'm thinking is it could be Black-Eyed Susan. So that'll be fun. I had some help planting, and as you can see, it was like really good, and then like we're just gonna dump it. So this is Chaos Gardening right here. Chaos Gardening Seed Starting Edition. I've got some cilantro. This year my goal is to grow a bunch of it and then freeze dry a whole bunch. Look at the little baby marshmallow plants. We're gonna plant these actually closer to the creek this year, and not necessarily, I might put a few in the garden, but more down in the creek, by the creek area. They like nice watery wetland. And then I also have some fennel. Got some lettuce. And then behind, I started a few of the butterfly pea. So I just started those. They're starting to pop up now. And then this is a baby borage. And then this is all going to be black cumin. So soon enough we'll have some that we can kind of look at. Hey Moose, you ready to go outside? Come on. It's starting to get a little hot in there, so I figured let's come out to the garden and actually see what we have growing, because everything is slowly coming to life. Now this plant right here is known as Comfrey, and I feel like everyone should have Comfrey growing in their garden plot. One, because obviously the flower and how beautiful it is, but two, you can use the leaves and the root medicinally. Now, it is not traditionally used internally anymore, as it contains a constituent that could be very toxic on your liver. But old school herbalists did use it internally, but now primarily it's externally used. We set up a salve I'm actually due to set up another salve, so I'll walk you guys through that. But I am hoping to come in through here and go ahead and plan on harvesting a few leaves and then getting them freeze dried. I'm not ready to harvest the root yet because all of that plant energy is actually going up, you know, into the flowers and the leaves. So this would not be the time to harvest the roots. The roots you want to harvest as the season ends and all of that energy kind of goes back down. But Comfrey is interesting, and one that for an herbal first aid, it would be one that I would absolutely have. And in fact, one of the things that I'm hoping to offer here next month, so you're going to start kind of hearing me talk about it, but we're going to put together an actual webinar to allow people to join in on the webinar and actually see the presentation live, and then offer some Q&A time, which I'm kind of pumped about. But we're gonna, Jill and I from Whispering Willow Farm, her and I are gonna put this together and we're gonna start offering it. It'll be coming up next month, but it will be primarily on the whole herbal first aid, and gives you an idea on maybe some of the plants that you should grow. So I'm excited. Now, if you are interested in herbalism and you want to learn more, we did put together an online course that you can go in. You can learn how to build your home apothecary, as well as we have some growers guides, some information for actually growing these herbs. But I'm excited about this herbal first aid conversation that we're going to have very soon, and invite you all to be part of it. All of this is going to be beautiful yarrow. So this is the warrior herb. Also another one that is really great to grow and also forage for. Now we have it growing wild all around our property, but I invite it into the garden and give it a home. And look, we also have little ladybugs that have enjoyed it as well. So this one, good one to know. We'll talk more about it though, especially in that webinar. Moose, what are you doing, weirdo? What are you doing, silly? You hiding under my native honeysuckle? We have a family of bunnies and they tend to hop around this garden area. So I'm kind of curious if maybe we might have a little baby bunny under there or not. Silly puppy. Now this right here is my massive Valyrian plant. This one I've kept alive for a couple of years and it's dropped some babies. I let it go to seed, and so hopefully we're gonna have some more Valyrian babies. But I tell you what, as stinky as that root actually is, it is one of my favorite plants to tincture, as well as, yeah, I do really like having it in my teas. But I will say, if you are like me when it comes to Valyrian root and being stinky and brewing it up, add a lot of chamomile. Chamomile just makes it taste so sweet. Now Valyrian as a tincture is great for back pain, but it is a sedative, so it will knock your little butt out. And then as a tea though, my husband is not a fan when I brew it up as a tea, because he's like, what is that smell? Like the whole house smells like Valyrian root. So what I've been doing now is I'll actually tincture it, and then I will drop it in my cup of tea, drop my tincture into my tea. And that kind of helps at least cut the smell down. So little helpful tips. Now, I was really excited to see that our Schizandra survived. This is now a couple of years old, and it has been slowly making its way up and climbing up and over this trellis. I'm actually hoping, I have another one that I'm going to plant on the other side, but Schizandra is great as an adaptogen, very supporting for your adrenal glands. And then the flavor of the berry itself, it literally hits all of your senses, sweet, sour, all of it. But one of my favorites for sure. And when we go to tincture some of the berry, I'll take you guys along. Well, the sun finally came out, and so did all the gnats. Let's go check and see if this girl finally laid her egg. so that I can go back inside for a little bit and cool off, maybe make myself a cup of cold tea, and I've still got a lot to do outside today. Look how pretty. Good night almighty. That is a massive egg. I heard a chick. That poor girl. My goodness. I don't know what chicken laid this one, but ouch. Maybe it was her. Maybe that's why she was like, I'm gonna be here for a little while. Poor thing. Look how pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Go on, get yourself. Whew. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not this year, but I ended up making the decision and ripping the band-aid off. And it actually works out perfect if I plan on getting all of these eggs set up in the incubator. Now, we have had a little bit of a predator issue in our chicken coop area, and we're actually getting ready to kind of start making some major changes to that space, and hopefully resolve the problem. Now, when I'm home and if the dogs are outside, the birds are roaming free, and we haven't had too much of an issue there. However, we have found that if I don't lock up the actual house themselves at night, even with the netting and the fencing, something tries to get in there, and has gotten in there and has taken a good bit of my hens. I kept going back and forth on if I wanted to just order baby chicks and have them here. But looking at the price of the babies and then kind of honestly going back and forth, it's smarter for me to plan on hatching out my own chicks, which I do. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I also very much love when my mama hens go broody. However, my mama hen that typically goes broody, she is no longer with us. She was one of the victims of the predator, which really sucks. So I'm doing better on that, but with our homestead and, you know, making sure that we are continuing to cut costs down on food, obviously having hens is a big deal for us. Now, not all of these are gonna end up being hens. Not all of these are gonna end up hatching, and not all of these are actually gonna stay here. So I decided to go ahead and help out my friend who also wanted chickens. And I was like, hey, you know, in turn for letting me use one of your incubators, let me hatch out some babies for you. So we're doing a barter deal. She's offering me her incubator so I can hatch out more eggs to help build our flock back up. Now, I just have to laugh because these eggs were not all from our homestead. These were, but these weren't. And I have always wanted a chicken that lays the really, really dark green eggs. Like, I just love that color. I mean, my house is green. Like, I love the green eggs. And I had two that this year that laid out the green eggs, and this is one of them. Really dark, really dark green egg. Now, and I think it's like an F2 green egg, I think is what it's called. You essentially, like, you can get an olive egger by crossing a blue egg laying chicken with a brown egg laying rooster or chicken, or vice versa. It's kind of like eye color. So that's what we've done. Now, I hopped online and I was looking at some ads for Craigslist for local farmers in our area that had some hatching eggs and pricing them out. Because to buy a chick from the store, you know, it's like $4.99, $3.99. It might even be more than that for just a regular pullet. And as many birds as I wanted, this would be the cheaper route for me to just go ahead and plan on hatching them out. And I really wanted to continue having like the dark green eggs. But every single year I get a chicken that lays the dark green egg. I mean, it's like the one egg that I'm like, I want. Every single year that happens, like I always end up somehow losing that chicken. And I lost one. And for like probably about 3 weeks, I didn't see any green eggs. And so I was super like kind of disappointed. And I just told my husband, I was like, you know, like it never fails. Every single time I say like, I want a chicken that lays a green egg, I get one, and then something happens. Well, the other day, 3 days ago, my one chicken started laying again. So I'm like, okay, wow, okay, I have green eggs, awesome. But I wanted more green eggs, and long story short, I hopped online, went on Craigslist to see who had some hatching eggs available and, you know, get some pricing. And I messaged a person who just had like a whole list of just chickens. You know, they said, these are what I have. These are the roosters that I have. It's essentially going to be a barnyard mix. Well, when I picked these up today, all of these eggs that I got are essentially a shade of green. And if they are all female, if they are all hens, they are all going to lay a dark green egg. I can't make that up. I had no idea. And my mind is just kind of blown because I verbalized how I was like, I just want chickens that lay like the dark green eggs. And then without knowing, this is what I got today. So I spent $8 a dozen. So I spent $64 altogether to get 8 dozen eggs. He just collected them earlier this morning or in some last evening. But you just can't make that up. So that is a blessing. These are a little bit, the camera's not gonna pick it up. These are like a light green. So compared to a white, how about that? So we've got like light green to a white all the way to, and then there's some that are speckled, which I'm kind of excited about. And then some to the dark green. So, and then this is my dark green. But anyways, I just thought that was, and then a few that are like blue, a few that have a blue shade, which are very pretty as well. But I think maybe God definitely heard my my wishes for this one, because I literally just spoke it and this is what happened. So I just think it's cool and I was happy to share it with you guys. But I'll keep you guys posted on this egg, on our egg hatching project. And then of course with the garden. But yeah, we're in full swing of new babies, new plants, and yeah, love it. So as always, don't be afraid of getting your hands dirty and learning something old. Bye guys.